Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cardinal Sports Complex for CTN's live coverage of girls high school softball. A border battle against the Blaine Bengals ensues on this Tuesday afternoon, and an absolutely glorious day for us to be at the ballpark. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind home plate for today's action.
Yeah, we're working on the tan part 2 here. We're sitting in the sun, but there's a nice little breeze blowing, so it keeps you kind of cool. But this is a fun one because, obviously there's a lot of ties between these two teams with head coach Zach Nienaber now coaching Blaine. And the fact that Coon Rapids looking for that first win of the season, and they would love it to be here against the old coach.
Their former skipper.
Yep.
That would be sweet indeed. But in order to win, the Cardinals would have to suppress this high-powered Blaine offense. He's got power 1 through 9, and everybody can hit the ball.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of hitters. We have 4 hitters that hit for over 400 on this Blaine squad. Starting with our leadoff hitter.
Center fielder Maddie Bryant will lead things off for the Blaine Bengals. She'll be followed by the second base minder Kendra Schmitz. Caitlin Way is in the number 3 spot with Emily Vogel, the shortstop, hitting cleanup. The pitcher Emma Edwards will follow with Sarah Klein behind her. Kayla Schaefer, Kylie Peterson, and Haley Lavinka round out the order for Coach Nienaber's Bengals squad.
Maddie Bryant, as we talked about the opening, she's hitting .433 on the season. Pretty nice average for your leadoff hitter.
Annalie Anderson will toe the rubber for the Cardinals to get us started this afternoon. And she fires it high to Bryant, 1-0. Tried to take a little something off of it, but still ends up high and wide. Ryan Mellum behind the plate for Anderson this afternoon. That one right down the pipe, 2-1.
Anderson comes in with an ERA of 5.73.
Off-speed pitch in for a strike, and the count is even. Anderson able to battle back to make it 2-2. This one fouled off. Coach Nienaber there to corral the ball.
Almost had it.
This one popped up. Anderson will take care of it herself. And Bryant is down for out number 1.
Good job retiring a pretty good hitter. She's able to get to that second strike count and then got her to hit underneath that ball and pop it up to Anderson.
That'll bring up Kendra Schmitz. Looks at a pitch outside, 1-0. This one fouled back to the backstop. And early on, Anderson doing a pretty good job of mixing up the speed, working mostly out on the outer part of the plate and outside to these first couple of right-handed hitters. This one right back through the box, though, for Kendra Schmidt. She has the first hit of the ball game. 1 out and 1 on here in the top of the first for the Blaine Bengals.
I was just going to say, against a pretty good hitter, because she came to the plate hitting .410 on the season, and she puts that one right back up the box for that, as you mentioned, first base hit for the Bengals.
Timed it up nicely, put it right back where it came from. And now it's first base minder Caitlin Way who fouls back the changeup.
Way hitting .448. Your first 3 hitters are hitting over 400.
Something you love as a coach, but dread as an opposing coach. 0-2 as that one's fouled to the backstop as well.
Well, now Anderson in a good situation here, being ahead in the count.
This one is down the line but foul. 6 feet to the left, and that is extra bases and maybe a chance for Schmitz to score from first.
Yeah, I was going to say, I really like the thought there, slapping that down the right field line. And she saw that pitch that was perfect for that.
Gets out in front of this one and fouls it off behind Dave Vimy on camera 3 over there.
There's Dave Vimy. Tomorrow's Dave's birthday. He's going to be 78.
Camera 4, excuse me. The viewing audience didn't really need the correction, but this one also right back up the middle, just out of the reach of Anderson in the circle. Back-to-back singles, and the Bengals have a little something going with one out in the first.
Yeah, we certainly wish Dave a happy birthday. He's actually going to be 58, but he looks like 78.
See, and I was going to go the other way and say like 38.
No, he acts like 8.
Now Emily Vogel, and that one got
a
a piece of her,
yep.
And the bases are loaded with only one out.
Yeah, tough situation here early on for Coon Rapids now, as you mentioned. An opportunity here for Blaine to see if they can get on the board in inning number 1.
The pitcher, Emma Edwards, digs in with a great opportunity to help her own cause before she ever takes the field. Looks at a pitch up and away, 1-0.
Well, Edwards, doing a good job this season at the plate, hitting .320.
Pitch just misses outside, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, tough one to lay off, too, I think.
This one fouled off the plate. Schmitz at third, Way at second. Emily Vogel stands at first base. And Emma Edwards stands in with a 2-1 count. High and outside, and 3-1. Anderson in danger of walking in the game's first run.
Yeah, that's a situation she doesn't want to happen here with this pitch.
This one hit into right center. Tough play for either. Neither will get there. Schmidt scores easily. Way not too far behind. Vogel will hold up at third base. Edwards held to a single, but it drives in 2. Bengals on the board.
Nice piece of hitting there as well. Doing a good job of just reaching for that pitch and driving it into right center. Ellie Beckman is going to be the courtesy runner over at first.
And now Kayla Schaefer will come in.
That's
Runners
Sarah
at
Klein.
the corners.
That's Sarah Klein.
I apologize. You are correct.
333 at the plate. I mean, they've got hitters all over, as you talked about in the opening.
Looks at a called strike. Edwards bluffed the steal, but stays aboard it, or Beckman, sorry. Got to write that down. Another called strike. 0-2. This one hit high to right. McKenzie came in, now goes back, makes the catch, and will throw to first base. And that runner is out. She left early, and a huge double play to end the inning. A couple runs across, but they avoid more damage. 2-0 after half an inning on CTN. All right, Howie, take a look. Our opponents are on this side, and the Cardinals are over here. Where's the line of scrimmage?
Right here.
Good. So obviously the Cards want to get the ball downfield anywhere over here, and the other guys are pushing back this way over here. So one strategy would take...
Hey, Joe!
What?
Tic-tac-toe, I win!
Back at Coon Rapids High School, Cardinals-Bengals on the softball field. Bengals get 3 hits, 2 runs in the top half of the first, and now the Cardinals an opportunity to respond.
They're going to have to hit against Emma Edwards. Emma comes in with a 5-5 record, a 2.12 earned run average. She's pitched well.
Lily McKenzie, who made the play in the field, started the double play to end the inning, will lead off for the Cardinals. She'll be followed by the shortstop Chloe Christie and then catcher Ryan Mellum. Maya Ruddy playing the designated player role today and hitting 4th. Alex Schmidt behind her. Abby Semensky, Annalie Anderson, Ava Kellis, and Tyra Favaseth complete the lineup for today's Cardinals.
McKenzie hitting .222 on the season. She steps to the plate.
Offers at a bunt, tried to drop one down and beat it out with her speed and came up empty. And now Schaefer way in at third. This one on a couple of hops back to the circle. Edwards throws it away, though, and an early error allows McKenzie to scoot all the way over to second.
Yeah, that's a routine play, and unfortunately I think it just stuck on her hand a little bit because I'm sure that wasn't what she had planned. So that gives the Cardinals a runner in scoring position here in the bottom half of the first with nobody out. Base hit to the outfield is a run.
And Chloe Christie, one of the better hitters in the Cardinal lineup.
She's hitting .327.
First pitch swinging, hit it a ton, but well foul over into the JV field, and it's 0-1. This one foul again. Christie getting on top of it, bouncing it off home plate. Jenna Jones, the catcher, goes over to retrieve it. It's 0-2. Cardinals would really like to make that error cost the Bengals. Another one chopped foul by Christie. Will stay at 0-2.
Yeah, because as you mentioned, we talked about throughout this game here early on, the Bengals hit the ball well. And so they're going to score their share of runs.
Little check swing foul. Let's try 0-2 another time. And it's always interesting whenever an error is made in the field behind a pitcher, how they respond, but it's especially interesting when they made the errant play themselves.
Right.
So far, Edwards coming back throwing nothing but strikes. This one, though, is swatted into the gap in right center on the ground, and Christie will trade places with McKenzie. And just like that, it's a 2-1 game, and the tying run is in scoring position.
You know, and that's just an excellent piece of hitting by Christie as she's able to get it in past second base on the ground. Finds the green in the outfield, and then now an opportunity again to see if base hit can tie it up with a really good hitter coming up to the plate for the Cardinals.
Now Ryan Mellum, another dangerous hitter for the Cardinals, an opportunity to even the score.
Well, Mellum hitting .455 on the season.
Not an easy pitch to take with 2 strikes, but she's able to get that one inside. It's 1-2. The scoreboard has
Gone out.
gone out on us here at the Cardinal field. way up and over the head of Jenna Jones, and Christie scoots over to third on a wild pitch. Edwards just gripping that one a little too long. And now it's 2-2. She's got some pitches to waste, but you don't want to give up bases.
You do not.
In the process if you can avoid it. 2-2 pitch was just low. Another pitch tough to take, but Mellum, a discerning eye, and the man in blue standing behind Jenna Jones had the same view, that one a little bit low, and now a full count. This one swatted foul with some speed. A good play by, or attempt, I should say, by the fan down the line.
Yeah, that was
got a good piece of it.
It was coming down pretty hard. I'm a little surprised it didn't knock him over backwards in his chair.
I would not have gone for it, but we all know that my hands are dainty.
They are dainty.
Another full count pitch, and it's up high, ball 4. Runners at the corners and nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. Blaine scored 2 in the top half, and then a double play ended the threat of adding more. Number 39.
Number 39.
Is the courtesy runner. 39.
39 is there on our roster. 39.
Pitch down low. Scrambled to scoop it up by Jones. I don't know if she knew that 39 was moving over to second. But elects to go to the pitcher. Make sure they keep an eye on Chloe Christie at third. The tying run. Ruddy goes after the pitch down low.
Ruddy hitting .312 on the season. She's having a nice year at the plate.
1-1. This one chopped back to the circle. Edwards will get the sure out at first. They bait the throw to second. It gets away from Schmitz, and Christie trots home with the tying run. We're tied at 2. Still a runner in scoring position, only one out.
Yeah, again, that's a play where I think she was debating whether she wanted to go, and then she decided a little bit late and then threw that one high.
Well, and 39 was way towards third base and able to bait the throw and get that run across, tie it up. Cardinals would love to add another one by getting her to the plate. This one hit back up the middle, fielded by Vogel over to first for the out. Runner moves up 60 feet, now at third base.
It's the all-important second out of the inning for the Bengals in the field. Cardinals threatening to take the lead here with 2 away.
And now Abby Semensky an opportunity. With that runner at third, 2 down, pitch is down and in. Good scoop by Jones.
Abby hitting .184 on the season.
Called strike. Semensky leaned back a little bit, thought that was inside, but it evens the count at 1-1. Up high, and Semensky is ahead, and they count 2-1.
Oh, nice pitch there.
Goes after a pitch down in the dirt. Jones will throw down to Way to complete the strikeout and end the inning with that runner at third base. But 2 runs on 1 hit. There were 2 Blaine errors in the inning.
Social media.
We're all tied at
It's
2
that simple.
after 1
Whether
on
it's Facebook,
CCN.
Twitter, or Instagram. Keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Howie, do you know why fish are so bad at volleyball? Because they're afraid of the net.
Why me?
Why couldn't the volleyball player cross the road? There were too many bumps. Why was Cinderella kicked off the team? Because she ran away from the ball.
I hate you.
Back at the ballpark, a pair of runs for each squad in the opening inning. We'll reset and start from a dead tie again. Bottom of the order due up for the Bengals. This is third base minder Kayla Schaefer. Anderson missed this one in on the hands, pops it up, and it will spin into foul territory. 1-1.
I was going to say Schaefer hitting 270 on the season.
Sometimes you got to be a little more aggressive
This is true.
to get a word in when I'm on the mic. Has been known to happen. Pitches outside 2-1 to Kayla Schaefer.
It's okay. I know my role.
Fan favorite.
I don't know about that. I bow down to the one that is Jay
No.
omnipotent.
3-1. This one fouled to the backstop, and it'll be a full count. This one skied in foul territory and will get out of play. Off the wall. We'll try again with a full count. Up high, ball 4, and a leadoff walk. First walk issued by Anderson. That'll bring up the left fielder, Kylie Peterson.
Peterson, pretty good hitter, hitting 312.
Try and back pick Schaefer down at first. She slides back safely.
It was a nice,
Peterson looked for the drag bunt, but then pulled back. And
nice snap throw by Mellum.
yeah, she is going to keep you honest.
Yep.
She is
Not afraid to throw down. I like that.
that one called the strike. Oh, it's 0-2. First one. 0-2 pitches inside. Now it's 1-2. Okay, I'm not sure at all what the count is. Where's the scoreboard? Bunted foul. Full count.
Yep.
And a pitch in there for a strike, a little half swing by Peterson. And that's out number 1. First strikeout of the ball game for Annalie Anderson. Haley Lavinka, the number 9 hitter.
Number 9.
Looks at a pitch for a strike, 0-1. This one fouled and out of play, 0-2.
She's looking for her first hit of the season. Come at a great time with a runner at first.
Good stick towards center, and it's over the head of Callie Powell, who had taken a step or two in before realizing how much Levinka had gotten of it. And there it is, their first hit of the season.
Set up runners at first and second with just one away.
Yeah, Schaefer stayed close to first, thinking that Powell had a good read on the ball. Instead, it's over her head, rolls all the way to the wall. But Schaefer only able to get as far as second base, and that turns the order back over. Maddie Bryant, we talked about the first four hitters in the lineup, hitting better than 400. Maddie Bryant, a little pop-up back to the pitcher in her first at-bat, now with a couple runners on base, and she could not hold off of that pitch that bounced off the plate. It's 0-2.
You know she's looking to make up for it here in that after that first inning out, especially with runners on first and second, just one away.
This one hit into short right field. They're going to push the lead runner home. Schaefer is out at the plate. Throw down to second, got her as well. And a huge double play turned by the Cardinals to avoid any damage. Second inning in a row to start the ball game that they've had a defensive double play.
Beautiful defensive play by the Cardinals, and just a great job of getting out of a jam and going back, tied at 2.
And after the stellar play in the field, Cardinals an opportunity back at the plate. You're watching high school softball on CTN. Back at the ballpark, a beautiful sunny day for the fans to enjoy, and so far we've had some offense, we've had some defense. 2-2 after an inning and a half, and we've seen 2 double plays.
Yeah, it's been an entertaining game so far here early on. Cardinals looking to see if they get an opportunity to get a run in their bottom half of this inning.
Pitcher Annalie Anderson will lead things off, an opportunity to help her own cause. A couple of pitches low from Emma Edwards, and Anderson ahead in the count 2-0.
Anderson hitting $1.25. She steps to the plate.
This one chopped right back to Edwards. A little underhanded flip over to Way, and Anderson is retired.
Well, Edwards is going to make sure that she was able to get it over to first. We saw that play in the bottom of the first where it just came out of her hand.
Yeah, well, 2 errors in that inning for the Blaine Bengals. The first one allowed the first base runner, and the second one allowed the second run to score. Ava Kellis now looks at a beauty of a pitch from Edwards to start 0-1.
Kellis hitting 108, looking to get that average north.
And now Edwards trying to tempt her with something up high. Just out of the zone, 1-1. That one turned on a little early and fouled down the third baseline, 1-2. Good pitch there for Edwards. Freezes Kellis for her second strikeout of the ballgame.
Yeah, it's just that was had some velocity on it, to kind of going upper outside corner.
And I'll bring up Tyra Pavaseth. What batting position does she possess?
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. Hitting 132 in the number 9 spot.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Pitch down in the dirt. Starts her out 1-0. Edwards comes right back with a called strike to even it up. Favaseth grounds it on the left side, bobbled by Schaefer, and Favaseth is going to reach on what I would have to consider error number 3
I would think
on
so.
the Bengals, and we're only in the bottom half of the second inning.
Yeah, I would definitely think so.
I mean, it might have been a difficult transition to get it into the other hand and throw her out, but you don't get it in the glove. McKenzie looked to bunt, pitches down in the dirt, 1-0.
Nice stop by Jones, able to get that, make sure she keeps the ball in her mitt.
McKenzie chopped it back to the pitcher on a couple of bounces in the first inning, but then the throw from Edwards was wide of way and allowed her to go all the way to second base. This one chopped to first, way on the backhand, trots over and tags the bag, and the inning is over. We go to the third. It's Blaine 2, Coon Rapids 2 on CTN.
Did you know that a player will jump an average of 300 times per game of volleyball?
Wow. And I think jumping up to go to the fridge is hard.
The fastest volleyball serve was over 83 miles per hour.
Yikes. If that serve were coming at me, they could have the point. I like my hands. They're dainty.
Huh?
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Back at the ballpark. A beautiful day for the fans who have assembled here at Cardinal Stadium. And a fast start to the contest. Blaine with 2 in the top half of the first. Coon Rapids responds with 2 in the bottom half. Comes up with a fantastic double play to end that inning.
This is correct.
Kendra Schmidt singled and scored first time up. Anderson able to get that one past her and even the count 2-2.
Yeah, she had some velocity on that fastball, and she couldn't catch up with it.
This one popped back and out of play.
Yeah, I'd like to take time, wish my broadcast partner and his lovely wife Charlotte a happy 25th anniversary. Joe, she's put up with you for 25, pretty good.
This one hit pretty well to left, going back and unable to make the catch is Favaseth. And it'll be a stand-up double to lead things off for Kendra Schmitz. Well, I thank you.
25 years. God,
yeah,
you're
she
old.
puts up with a lot. Look where I'm sitting on our 25th anniversary.
This is true. She's Charlotte's a wonderful woman.
Caitlin Way next at the plate. She also singled and scored. First pitch hits it toward the gap. It's going to run to the fence. Schmitz will turn and score back-to-back doubles to start things here in the third for Blaine. They're back in front 3-2.
Yeah, again, you've got those good hitters, and I was talking to Coach Nienaber before the game. He says, we're going to get scored on, but we're going to come back and because we can hit the ball. That's one thing we've been doing well, is hitting the ball. Defensively, he, as he mentioned, with those 3 errors, haven't been playing his best, but certainly at the plate, they've been coming through.
Well, he said because of that, they are never out of a ball game. So far, they've been in the driver's seat. Had the early 2-0 lead, now 3-2. Up and away to Emily Vogel. Vogel was hit by a pitch and left stranded at third back in the first inning. Outside, 3-1. Up high, ball 4. And the Bengals, heart of the order that we talked about is being so dangerous. They are coming through so far.
They are producing, that is for sure.
Emma Edwards, a 2-run single. First time up. This one hit right back through the middle. She'll get another RBI as Caitlin Way turns and comes home to score to make it 4-2.
Again, when you have a good hitting ball club like this, they're able to manufacture runs, and you've seen a couple here come through already.
Talk about helping your cause.
Yeah.
The Bengal pitcher is 2 for 2 with 3 RBI. We're only in the third inning.
That's Young-like.
Aaron Yund, maybe.
I didn't clarify which Yund. I just said Young-like. Not Bob Yund.
Could be. There's a couple of them. Sarah Klein fouls back. She hit one to right field pretty well. Unfortunately for the Bengals, it turned into a double play that ended the first inning. Would have been a sacrifice fly had the run scored before, from third had scored before the out was made at first base. 1-1, and that's high and wide. Mellum, no chance, and both runners will move on the wild pitch.
That's a tough situation because now you have a base hit to the outfielder. There's an opportunity to score 2.
2 already across here in the inning for the Bengals. Gets her to reach for one upstairs, 2-2. This one skied into right. McKenzie underneath it makes the catch. Tagging and coming home is Vogel. The throw not in time. Both runners will tag and move up. Klein able to get her sacrifice fly this time. And it's a 5-2 lead for Blaine. Kayla Schaefer. First pitch finds the gap on the left side. Christie got a piece of it, but went off the heel of her glove, and another run across for the Blaine Bengals. First 4 of the inning got all the way around. 3 hits and a walk.
A tough inning here for the Cardinals. They've been giving up 4 runs.
Schaefer's the 4th hit of the inning for Blaine. Kylie Peterson again looking for that slap hit and takes it, and it's strike 1. Able to drop down a good drag bunt, beats it out to first. A beautiful bunt single for Kylie Peterson, and the Bengals just to keep rolling along here in the third.
Well, just smart play. You don't really anticipate the bunt in that situation, and she executed it perfectly.
And now Haley Levinka, who had her first hit of the season, a deep shot to center field.
Yep, looking to keep it going here.
Up high, 1-1. Big swing comes up empty for Levinka, and it's 1-2. Still only one out. 2 runners on, 4 already across. This one fouled to the backstop. It'll stay 1-2. 8th batter of the inning for the Bengals.
Well, Cards certainly would like to see if they can eliminate the Bengals here at the plate.
This one grounded to Christie. She'll go to third for the out. Levinka will reach on a fielder's choice.
Smart defensive play as they get that lead runner. Now an opportunity with 2 away just to get out of it without any more damage.
Back to the top of the order. First pitch swinging. Bryant's drive is off the glove of Christie into center field. Coming in to score from second is Schaefer. Is Kylie Peterson. An RBI double for Maddie Bryant right back through the middle. They bat the order and really tack onto their lead here in the third. Kendra Schmitz started this inning with a double. This one hit hard down the line. Tracking is
nice.
McKenzie and makes the catch just in foul territory.
That was a beautiful.
To finally end the inning, but 5 runs for the Bengals. They're in the driver's seat 7-2 after 2.5 on CTF.
All right, Joe. In high school football, the snap ends when A, the ball is moved from its place on the ground, B, the ball leaves the snapper's hands, or C, the ball touches the ground or any other player. You don't have to raise your hand, Joe. Yes, Joe?
I love football.
Yikes.
JV team playing on the big field today as the Cardinal baseball squad has an evening affair over at Wintercrest. JV team playing on the varsity field. It's a beautiful day for it. First pitch of the bottom half of the inning, chopped to short and just out at first is Chloe Christie.
Yeah, she had to make a heck of a throw from in the hole.
Especially with the way the ball kind of ran up out of her glove into her chest, and she was able to corral
Let's
it.
take another look at it. I don't know. It looks safe to me, don't you think? I don't know. That's a bang play, but.
Now Ryan Mellum takes a pitch on the outside edge, strike one. This one skied. It'll stay in the infield. Underneath it is Vogel, makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, and she's disappointed with that at-bat because she got underneath that pitch. And, she usually drives those kind of pitches, but unfortunately got underneath it and popped up to the shortstop for the second out.
It'll bring up the DP, Maya Ruddy. One handcuffed her a little bit, strike 1. Bounced it right back to Edwards in the circle back in the first inning. This one hit hard to center off the top of the fence. Ruddy will turn and dig for 2. Slides in safely, throw gets away anyway. But a big resounding double off the top of the fence for Maya Ruddy.
Boy, and she jumped all over that pitch and gave it a ride right up against that fence. And this nice piece of hitting by Ruddy. Take a look at it again. She just not that far away from a round tripper.
That'll bring up Alex Schmidt. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. 2 out, a runner at second base. The Cardinals trail 7-2. A big rally inning for the Bengals in the top half. Schmidt hits this one to right, but well foul and out of play. 0-2.
Cardinals would love to be able to scratch out at least a run here.
This one pops away from Jones. Ruddy will scramble over to second base. It's 1-2. Good cut from Schmidt. Just clipped the top of it. It'll stay 1-2.
Well, now with the runner at third, this opportunity to score a run.
Well, and again, the Cardinals are going to be looking at that meat of the Bengal order again in the top half of the fourth.
Good eye.
And they need to be able to try and get back into this, so every run is precious.
Yes.
3, 4, 5 hitters due up. Outside and a full count. Schmidt has done a nice job to battle back into this one. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 4. Schmidt doesn't realize it's ball 4.
Oh, free pass.
Just the second walk issued by Emma Edwards, but it's enough for Coach Nienaber to slow things down here. They have 2 outs, but now runners at the corners for Coon Rapids.
So I assume that you're taking your lovely little wife out for dinner this evening.
I would be.
You may want to tell people where you're going so maybe they can come buy you drinks.
I have to work in the morning.
Well, it's okay. It's only happens once usually that you'll spend 25 years together with the same person. So that's a heck of a milestone.
You are correct. I've never looked at it that way.
I've been through every one of them.
Yeah.
That's even more crazy.
You've been my work husband longer than she's been my wife.
That's right.
Pitches inside to start Abby Semensky out 1-0. Ruddy, the runner at third. Schmidt, the runner at first. Drops down the bunt. She was still in the box when the ball hit her, so she will stay alive. But that's the danger for right-handed hitters trying to lay down a good bunt.
And I like the thought, too.
Looks at a pitch, up and away, 2-1. Big swinging strike 3, and Edwards gets out of a little bit of a jam here in the bottom of the third. Bengals commanding 7-2 lead back at the plate in the fourth, next on CTN.
Did you know you can raise backyard chickens? But a permit is required, and there's a limit of 4 female chickens per property. No roosters or other fowl are allowed. And there are specific rules for the chicken coop and run. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Today we're on soccer, Joe. So my goal is to kick around some topics with you, but I don't want to foul things up by being too forward.
Please stop that.
So could you assist me?
Stop.
Maybe pass some ideas
How?
so we can tackle this together?
Howie? Oh, boy.
I'm just saying, this really isn't my field.
Unbelievable. Back at the Cardinal Sports Complex, the Bengals exploded for 5 runs in the third inning. They have a 7-2 lead. Meat of the order again here in the fourth. Caitlin Way, 2 for 2, a single, a double, an RBI, 2 runs scored. This one hit through the cap on the left side, add another hit to the roster for Caitlin Way.
Yeah, the hitters on this Blaine squad are definitely hitting this afternoon.
Well, Emily Vogel is their cleanup hitter, and she has yet to get a hit. However, she has reached base both times. Hit by a pitch in the first, walked and scored in the third.
So if she's listening to your conversation, she's probably thinking it's time for a hit.
Well, that would be one right there. Perfectly positioned between left and center fielders. Right to the fence. Yet another double for this Blaine squad. Not only do they hit, but they hit for power.
They do.
In that 5-run third inning, they had 6 hits. 3 of them, were for extra bases. Pitch in the dirt, good stop by Ryan Mellum.
And Mellum is such a, we always talk about what a good hitter she is, but she's really a good defensive catcher.
Pitch misses outside. 2-0. This one hit right back through the middle. 1 run will score. They will hold Vogel at third. RBI single for Edwards. She's 3 for 3 today.
Emmy Sylvia Cochran going to be the courtesy runner over at first base for the Bengals.
And now Sarah Klein, 0 for 1, a sacrifice fly last time up. If it weren't for some questionable base running, she'd have a couple of sacrifice flies. This one skied and not deep enough, in foul territory, long run, and unable to get there was Chloe Christie from short. Just an exciting strike.
Well, Christie is such a good athlete. She made a play on that ball coming from shortstop.
This one skied and out of play. Shapiro nearly got it just off the fingertips. The wheels that you possess is just amazing.
It's a good thing I have a long headphone cord because I can go a mile with it.
This one back out of play and over into the JV field. It'll stay 1-2. That one just misses inside, 2-2. This one skied, it'll stay in play. Coming in to make the catch from first is Alex Schmidt. And that is out number 1. Still runners at the corners, only the first out. One already across. Kayla Schaefer walked and then had an RBI single. Up high and quickly Anderson behind in the count 2-0.
Anderson had a little bit of trouble finding that zone the last couple of pitches.
This one hammered back up the middle. Easily scoring from third is Vogel. Cochran will advance to second base. Second hit of the day for Kayla Schaefer. Second RBI.
Well, the hits and the runs continue to come for Blaine.
Kylie Peterson, a bunt single. And then eventually scored a run in that 5-run third. Again, looking for that bunt. Way in on it is Kellis from third.
Well, she's playing in tight as it is, just anticipating that opportunity.
This one popped up in the infield. Christie underneath it makes the catch for out number 2.
An all-important second out for the Cardinals in the field.
That'll bring up the designated player, Haley Levinka. Grounded into a fielder's choice in that third inning. Singled back in the first. Good pitch right there as Anderson took a little something off it. Put it right in the zone. Up high, 2-1. 2 on, 2 out, 2 already across here in the fourth. And a 9-2 lead for the Blaine Bengals.
Oh, good eye to keep get that opportunity to draw the walk.
And get the Bengals back to the top of the order. With the bases now loaded and 2 away. Maddie Bryant is 2 for 3, a single, a double, and an RBI. Not very often that you have back-to-back singles, and that's the end of an inning, but that's what happened to Maddie Bryant first time up. She and Levinka hit back-to-back singles, but then the base-running blunders of the Bengals bumped them out of that inning, and a base-running double play. Two and one to Bryant. This one hit to Christie at short, Thought about going the short way, throws instead to Schmidt. Good stretch at first base for out number 3. Bengals add 2. They lead 9-2 as we go to the bottom of the 4th on CTN.
Did you know? City code prohibits outdoor storage of things like building materials, auto parts, household items, scrap metal, garbage, and more. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov. Did you know properties are required to have garbage and recycling service with a licensed hauler? On Collection Day, place your carts 2 feet behind the curb. Collection containers should not be placed in the street. And don't forget, containers are not allowed at the curb on non-collection days. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Sunny afternoon at the Cardinal Stadium. Bengals. 14 hits, 9 runs through 4 innings. Annalee Anderson leading off for Coon Rapids here. Grounded out back to the pitcher. First time up, fouls this one back. 0-2. Outside. Edwards trying to tempt her. But Annalee Anderson stands fast. 1-2. And that is a swinging strike 3. Third strikeout of the afternoon for Emma Edwards.
Well, and Edwards had a lot on that.
Ava Kellis, a punch-out victim first time up, back in the second inning. This one hit right back up the middle, scooped by Vogel. The throw to Way in plenty of time. And Kellis is done on a pitch.
Nice dig by Way over at first. A throw a little bit low, but she was able to make sure she backhanded it.
Tyra Pavis at the ground ball to third base that was bobbled. Allowed her to reach. Takes a pitch down low, 1-0. And that's the one downside. 2 errors in the first inning for the Bengals allowed those 2 runs for Coon Rapids. This one grounded back to Edwards, flips it underhand away, and Cardinals are done quickly, 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bengals back at the plate with a 7-run lead after this on CTN. So Howie, did you know the term soccer actually came from England?
But don't the English call soccer football, like pretty much everyone else?
Yeah, but only after we started saying soccer and the world was mocking us for it.
So you're saying the UK set us up?
Yep, sabotage.
Brits.
Did you know Coon Rapids has a city code regulating the height of your grass? Grass and weeds must be kept under 8 inches high. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
The Blaine Bengals had 10 batters at the plate in the 3rd and 8 in the 4th. Kendra Smith Rolls this one back up the middle. Christie from behind second base, able to get the throw over to Schmidt in time for out number 1.
Now Schmidt with a nice play over at the bag, backhanding that throw.
I was going to say, well, this is the part of the order that has started it and really done the damage.
Right.
Kendra Schmitz was 2 for 2 to start the day, now 2 for 4. Caitlin Way is 3 for 3 with an RBI and 3 runs scored. One of her 3 hits is a double.
Nice afternoon.
This one skied back and out of play, 1-1.
Almost.
As seen from the camera of the great Dave Imme. This one hit through the gap on the left side. It's a 4 for 4 day for Emma Edwards, or for Caitlin Way, excuse me.
Yeah, as we mentioned, tomorrow's his birthday. Happy birthday again, Dave Imme. He's going to get some Jell-O to celebrate. When you get that old, that's the kind of stuff you have to eat.
There's always room for Jell-O. Yep. Emily Vogel, 1 for 1, a double and a run scored in the 4th inning. Walked and scored in the 3rd, was hit by a pitch back in the 1st. This one hit high to left field, deep and gone. A 2-run shot for Emily Vogel, and it is an 11-2 lead.
Oh, she got a hold of that pitch and gave it a ride. I wasn't sure at first if it was going to clear, but as it got closer to the fence.
She hit it high, but it carried plenty far, and you saw both Kylie Peterson Tyra Favaseth and Callie Powell kind of slow to a jog as they knew that one was not coming back. And now Emma Edwards, who is also 3 for 3, make it 4 for 4. No, this one drops just behind the plate, and it is 4 for 4 as she popped it up just behind Anderson in the circle. And Semensky's throw to Schmidt, not in time. A good jump out of the box for Emma Edwards. That's how you help your cause.
Absolutely.
Go 4 for 4.
Just wanted to mention that was Vogel's 2nd home run on the season.
And now Sarah Klein is the only player in the Blaine lineup to not do what?
To not score.
Down and in. She has not scored, but she's not the only one who has not scored.
Okay. To get a hit.
High and away?
No. No, she got it. Did she get it?
No, she does not have a hit.
No, she does not have a hit, but.
Coincidentally, she is also the only player not to have a hit, but I was going to say that she's the only player not to have reached base.
Okay. So I did get it correct.
She had the fly ball to right in the 1st that should have been a sacrifice fly, but bad base running cost him, and it turned into a double play. She gets to walk here, and she's on base for the first time. She had a sacrifice fly in that big inning in the 3rd, and then she had a pop-up her last time up in the 4th. Here she gets on with a walk. And there's 2 on with 1 out. And Kayla Schaefer, 2 for 2, 2 RBI. Had a walk as well. This one skied and will get out of play. Oh, and 1.
A nice pitch there, right at the belt buckle.
Down in the dirt, skips away from Mellon. Both runners will advance on the wild pitch. Two and 1, the count to Kayla Schaefer. Well, she's showed she can get the long ball far enough to drive in a run with the sac fly. Oh, that was Klein.
No,
Never mind.
That was Klein. You're right.
But she's got 2 hits. Comes up with the third one. And now first base open and a 3-1 count. That is up high, ball 4, and they're all loaded up for Kylie Peterson.
Head coach Alicia Nelson's going to come out to the mound, have a word with Anderson.
Well, Kylie Peterson is 1 for 3. Oh, we've got a different batter. 29.
29. That would be Ellie Beckman. Of course it would.
Who's the courtesy runner at third?
Number 10. That'd be Lillian Wright.
They've used
right.
at least 3 different courtesy runners for Emma Edwards, who again is 4 for 4 with 3 RBI. It's how you help your own. It's how you help your own cause right there. All loaded up for Ellie Beckman, her first at bat of the afternoon.
She's also looking for her first hit. Coming a great spot for her.
Corners in for the Cardinals. Pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Little late on the high heat. And Anderson ahead in the count 0-2.
A great spot here for Anderson right now because they need that second out.
Off speed, misses outside. Foul, out of play. Try again at 1-2. This one straightened out, drops into center field for a hit. Runner scores from third. As everyone moves up 60 feet. Second Bengal player to get their first hit of the season here this afternoon. First pitch swinging, and it's just under the glove of Christie. Everyone will move up again. Bengals get their 4th run of the inning.
Well, Coach Nienaber was right. We said when we can score runs, and they certainly have here this afternoon.
I think I'm going to have to call that one an error. First pitch, down the line for Maddie Bryant. 1 run scores. Beckman comes in to score. Levinka over to third. An RBI single for Maddie Bryant.
And the hit barrage continues for the Blaine Bengals. So they will hit and score runs. There you see the score, 15-2. It's just 1 away. Runners at the corners, as you mentioned.
And it's been like first pitch after first pitch. Kendra Schmidt, way back when, grounded out to short on the first pitch of this inning. Second time in the ball game that the Bengals have put more than 9 batters to the plate. This one hit right to short, flip for 1. The relay is not in time. And Schmitz will reach on a fielder's choice, get the RBI as Levinka scores from third.
Well, and they get that second out of the inning.
So as I mentioned, Schmitz had started this inning with a ground out on the first pitch of the inning. After that, 7 straight have scored. 8 straight, 9 straight have reached base.
That's incredible.
Caitlin Way singled and scored
I think
in this inning.
Would they have 14 hits before this inning?
4 for 4 already this afternoon. Yeah, something like that. They've got a lot. They've definitely,
They do have a lot.
as advertised, they have been hitting the ball.
Yeah, they're tearing the cover off the ball.
This one hammered right center. Powell able to get over there and finally end the inning. But another big, just absolute blast by the Bengals. And they have a huge lead going to the bottom of the fifth.
Okay, I have a couple good ones for you, Joe. How do football players stay cool? By standing next to the fans. What kind of tea do football players drink? Penalty. Why can't you play football with pigs? Because they hog the ball.
Say hi for me, too.
Bird's eye view here at the Cardinal Sports Complex, and the Blaine Bengals putting on a hitting clinic so far. 20 hits, 16 runs. That's in just 5 innings. Lily McKenzie grounds out to Emily Vogel at short.
As quick a first out as he can get here in the bottom half of the fifth.
And the Cardinals need 5 runs in this inning just to get to a 6th. Chloe Christie, an RBI double and a run scored in the first. At that time, when she came across the plate, even the score at 2-2. Since then, the Bengal bats have gotten hotter and hotter.
Even I flinched at that, and I know it's not going to hit me. Red's in the house.
"29 batters
Yikes.
in 3 innings.
Yikes.
That's what the Bengals have done. They've sent 29
It's impressive.
batters to the plate in
Impressive.
3 innings.
Very impressive.
They've scored 14 runs over those 3 innings. Christie battling, keeping her at bat alive at 0-2. I'm fouling it. Stung a little bit
Yep.
as she got it on the inside of the shin. Up high in the first ball of this at bat. After 4 straight pitches in the zone, a couple fouled off. Now 1-2.
And the Bengals just looking to close this game out.
This one grounded to third. Schaefer on a hop, gets it over to Wave for out number 2.
That'll leave it up to Mellum.
Mellum walked and popped out. Looks at a pitch at the letters, strike one. Able to check her swing as they look down for clarification. A good pitch from Edwards, trying to tempt her with something down out of the zone. Fastball in for a strike, and Coon Rapids down to its last strike.
Yeah, you just look at what Blaine has done. Outside of the miscues in the field, they've dominated this game.
Well, I mean, again, when you're getting 4 hits per inning, you're going to be pretty tough to beat.
Yes.
And a lot of extra base hits. They had the 1 home run. A lot of doubles. This one grounded to third, Schaefer away, and this one is history.
Yeah, Cardinals looking for that elusive first win of the season. They're not going to see it tonight, as the Bengals will get the win, move to 10-7 on the season, and unfortunately the Cardinals are going to drop to 0-17.
And just a handful of games remaining, but everybody makes the playoffs.
That's true.
And anything can happen if you get hot at the right time.
Absolutely. You know that.
Always stay positive and keep hope alive.
It's a good motto to live by, Joe Young.
It's about all you can do when you're on the losing end of a 20-2 ball game.
This is true.
We've got much more coming up. Our friends Bill Hupp and Jeremy Smith will be over at the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse on Wednesday for a boys volleyball match.
Yes.
Still a club sport at this point, but it has been voted to become the next Minnesota State High School League sanctioned interscholastic activity.
Which is exciting, Joe.
Which will happen in the year 24-25.
Isn't that a song by...
No.
Oh, that's 25.
Boys
25.
baseball, we will see against Anoka on Thursday. But that's going to do it for this one. Final Blaine 20, Coon Rapids 2, or 16. Sorry, don't make it any worse than it needs to be. 20 hits.
16-2.
16-2 in the favor of the Blaine Bengals. For the entire crew, I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For our director, Mike Burlingame, and my partner, Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.
Happy birthday, Emmy.